Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Steven the Laggy Gamer, and I just recently did a game discussion thoughts video on my first Dragon Quest game I ever completed. And I'm going to do another one today with another first in our RPG series that I just completed a few minutes ago, and that is Star Ocean First Departure on the PSP. Remake, from what I've heard from the first Star Ocean that was on PlayStation. I'm not sure what that's going for price-wise or anything, but I saw a PSP version and I like playing my RPGs portable, just more convenient. And I sunk this some time into this one. It took me about 3 weeks to get through it, 2 weeks, but I really enjoyed this game. If you don't know much about Star Ocean First Departure, I know it really reminds me of a Tales type of game, the way the battle is, and I'll get that. I'll talk about that when I get into the gameplay of it. But and I found out from my buddy Dustin that this game was actually made by Triace when they had just newly formed from members who developed the Tales of Fantasia game. So that's why it kind of resembles some of the Tales combats because it's got people who worked on it on there, and I didn't know that. I don't know things like that with video games, so it was really cool that he shared that with me. And I mean, you can see where it's getting its influence from. But anyway, Star Ocean First Departure. Let's go ahead and talk about this. And first thing I want to mention is, PSP games. I love how like the manuals and stuff, full color pages. I know it's not every PSP game, but when these days when you got the Vita and stuff and the 3DS, when manuals are slim to none, and like I said, Vita you don't really get none in there. It's kind of nice having a game with full manual and stuff that's all color. And even with the PSP, sometimes you get that cool like inside background. I want to say I don't know if Second Evolution has it or not, but anyways, let's go ahead and get into first part. Okay, what's this first Star Ocean about? Basically, you're following two main characters, Roddick and Millie. They're a defense force for their town on Planet Roke, and it's pretty much just like a like their guards and stuff like that. They defend the town from bandits, monsters, anything that's coming around. And one day, their village gets comes under this disease. The whole planet pretty much starts getting this disease that turns them to stone. And if you come in contact with someone who has it, you're pretty much guaranteed to get it too. And out of nowhere, while they're out trying to find a cure one day from a mountain, two people come from a spaceship, Ronix and Ilya. They're from a like a space federation. I want to say they're just to be more informative for you guys. I forget what it is that they're part of, some type of fleet who goes around and actually monitor planets. They're not supposed to actually make contact with people on the planets, but they do fly around and monitor and make sure the planets are safe and stuff. That way, they're kind of looking out like our guardian angels up there in spaceships. But they're with the Terran Alliance. That's what they're with. So they come down there to meet up with Roddick and Millie to let them know that hey, your planet's been under attack by this group that we're at war with, who's giving you this disease, and Millie and Roddick elect that they want to go help Ronix and Ilya find a cure for this disease by traveling throughout space and visiting these other areas or other areas on the planet, so of Roke. And that's pretty much how the story begins. I don't want to get any more into it because it starts getting building from there. But that's what starts us on this journey in this game, and I mean, it was awesome. I really enjoyed the storyline and the plot. I thought it was really cool. Just that these people are living on this planet, and all of a sudden, people from space come, and they're like, "What is going on?" There's technology all around them. They're in a spaceship, and they're these people, these country farm people, pretty much on this planet. So it's pretty cool seeing them be introduced to all this technology and culture when they met up with Ronix and Ilya. And then they start their journey finding the cure. And along the way, you're going to meet many other characters who are going to join your party. And since we're talking about parties, we'll go ahead and get into the combat. Like I said before, this borrows heavily from Tales genre, but in that it's an action RPG type style. Now you have an overworld with towns and dungeons, but what happens is there's no enemies on the screen. You get random encounters. When you go into the encounter, it's like a Tales game. It's an action hack and slash type game. You're hitting X to attack. You're hitting the right and left trigger to do special skills, and that's pretty much it when it comes to combat. You can hit triangle to open the menu to get items and stuff or change your tactics around. But other than that, that's pretty much all you're limited to for just the PSP version or the first entry in this game. Now, I have all the other versions except the one for Xbox 360 and PS3. I'm really anxious to see if the combat kind of opens up more since you do have more buttons on a controller and stuff, more attacks and stuff you could possibly do. But just for the PSP one, it's that simple. But it gets kind of crazy deep with skills and everything. You unlock some skills that you can map to the left and right trigger for each character. It's a variety of skills. Characters you're not using have they can utilize all their skills while you're in combat. Like I played with Roddick the whole game, but you can switch to other members while you're fighting, and you can have a party up to 4 going into battle with you, with a total party arrangement of 8. And I think there's between 10 to 12 unlockable characters or people you can recruit to come with you. But again, only 4 at a time in the battle with you, and only 8 total can be in your whole party. So you pretty much just pick 4. I picked 4 and kept those 4 and went through all the game with them. I had 2 magic users I used. One of them I didn't unlock till almost halfway through the game, but she was super powerful, and just 2 melee attackers, and I was just dominating everything. But I kind of like how simple the gameplay was with the hack and slash combat. And I just mentioned this in a podcast we recorded yesterday that it feels a lot smoother than the Tales game for me. When I was hitting X to do hack and slash moves, it really felt like a hack and slash game, not like a Tales game where the ones I played were always kind of delayed and like not as smooth or fluid with their attack motions. But this one, they were just hacking away. When you did the skills, they were so fluid. The only downfall being you could only use 2 skills at a time. But like I had mentioned, if I did mention, your other party members in the party, they can use all their skills while they're not even while you're not playing with them. So my mages are casting spells like crazy, dropping meteors from the sky and everything. And it was awesome, fun combat system. I never got bored of it. There was a time where I was watching some Avatar, watching through the first the books of Avatar, the TV series, and I sat there and I just leveled and grinded because I wanted to focus on Star Ocean that day. But Avatar just had me hooked, so I'm just sitting there looking at the TV. Yep, I'm in a battle, and I think I grinded out 15, 16 levels higher than I needed to be for the area I was actually in, just because it was that easy and it was fun doing it. So I went through a lot of the game kind of overpowered until I got till near the end. I was kind of right on par where we were supposed to be. And this game is deemed by others to be an easier version to play than I guess the actual PS1 version. And it was pretty easy. I think I died one time, and that was from just not paying attention to health. And even when that happened, it I let myself die just because I had used a lot of my resurrection potions during a battle, and I was like, I know I can do a better job than that, so I'm just gonna wipe and redo anyway. But that's the only time I died. It was pretty easy to play through this game, but I like that. I don't want a game to be super difficult like here at SMT games and stuff are. I want to be able to enjoy the story and play through it, and that's how I was able to do with this game. Now, as far as the skills, like I said, being really deep, you have your skills you can map to attack with. You also have you get SP points from leveling up that you can level up a variety of other skills that they're passive abilities that you have during combat, or it's abilities that help you better craft items, increase your HP. I mean, there's a list of ton herbology, biology, knifing skills. It's like a tons of skills you can level up to increase your character's overall stats, dexterity, agility, and it's not as complicated as you think. You just level some up and your character gets stronger. You want them to be better at alchemy, level that up. You want them to be better at blacksmithing, level that ability up for them. It's it's endless the possibilities you could do. So, and I never had a problem with not having enough SP to do stuff. I think I had Roderick like pretty much maxed out in every category, and the same with others by the end of the game. So everyone pretty much did the same thing. But it's really cool that that was added in there. And of course, with any other RPG, you have your armors and weapons that you gather to switch out, and you can actually create new weapons and armor, which I didn't try even experimenting with till almost near the end of the game. And I'm making these super powerful weapons with all the stuff I had, and I kind of wish I would have done it earlier. Not that the game was harder, but it's just pretty neat you can do that stuff, and I just didn't realize I could do it. But all that's in there, and the gameplay and stuff, I just really enjoyed it. So visually, I thought it looked great on the PSP. I'm not really sure what the PS1 looked like. I tried to find some comparison videos. And I think this one does look way better than the PlayStation original version. I thought the spells that they cast and the moves they did just looked beautiful on the PSP. They look really great. And I never experienced any slowdown with it either. Even when there's a lot of characters on the screen and a big spell going off, there was never any slowdown. It slows down right when the enemies get killed because it does it while they're dying, just with every battle. So it handled really well on the PSP. Well, I do have my PSP modded with the so I can run games at faster speed though, so maybe that helped it too. But I didn't experience any slowdown. Like I said, I thought it looked beautiful. The music I thought was really great, especially the final like in-game music when you're getting closer to the final boss and stuff. I just thought it was awesome. So for being my first Star Ocean game, I really enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite RPG series now, and I just played the first one. And I don't know whether I want to go to the second one next or the other ones because from what I hear, the second one is actually the best game in the series, from what a lot of people say. So I don't know if I want to save the best for last and continue on, or just go next to Star Ocean Second Evolution on the PSP. Either way, you have found a new fan. I was just a new fan of Dragon Quest for beating my first one of those. I'm now a new fan of Star Ocean because I have loved this game. If I was going to rank them as far as RPGs right now, which one I enjoyed more, it would be tough. I've only played one in Dragon Quest, one in Star Ocean, and as far as Final Fantasy series, I beat just the Final Fantasy 13 games in that one. It'd be tough to rank them. I won't even try right now. Maybe that's something I can do in the future, but this is really high up there with them. I might have liked it better than Dragon Quest. I don't know, just because the combat and simplicity of it and the pace that was at. Just the pacing felt really good, but it's too tough to judge. I don't know because Dragon Quest was fantastic with all the customization and job skills you could do. I can't even compare. So it was just fantastic. I can't wait to get into the next one. If you haven't tried out a Star Ocean game, I highly recommend getting these on the PSP. I got this one $10 new a long time ago, and I think you can get them really cheap at GameStop for $10 or under. I just picked up Second Evolution today for $10, so really looking forward to getting more into this series. It's unfortunate that I think they only have 5 entries, and they're done with it. After The Last Hope came out, I've heard that they're done with them. Which, I mean, it's kind of sad, but I guess 5 games is a good run for a series, and they kind of spanned it out over time. So I'm looking forward to playing the rest of them. I really enjoyed it. So that's it for this one, Star Ocean. First departure. I did want to make sure I had it beat today because Dragon's Crown came out today, and I really want to hammer into that next for my next portable. So, anyways, I'm gonna play a little bit of that now. So this is Laggy Gamer, signing out.